Assalamu alaikum, beautiful people. How are we doing today? Today you and I are going to be learning about something that is going to change our life completely. Mel Robbins, a famous motivational speaker, said in one of her talks that we have two modes of thinking. The first is the default mode, or what we can call as the autopilot mode. Second is the direct mode, what we can call as the manual mode. Now, when it comes to the autopilot mode, Dan Gilbert of Harvard says 49% of our day we spend in autopilot mode. The autopilot mode basically means that you are not thinking consciously, whereas the manual mode, the direct mode, is where you are thinking consciously. So now, according to what Dan Gilbert has told, half of our day goes off in where we are not thinking consciously. Now, we know that almost 90% of our thoughts are negative thoughts. So, especially when we are in the autopilot mode, we are not thinking consciously, yet because of the percentage of negative thoughts that we think, your brain is processing only negative thoughts. Now, scientists say that our brain have these series of neurons that when they see a certain pattern, they immediately make it automated. They automate it. So if you are thinking negative, then it becomes by default. Even if you are not consciously thinking, there are still negative thoughts going on. There are still negative thoughts going on in your head. Now, how do we change that? We obviously want to, from automated mode, we want to come to manual mode. We want to take control of our thoughts. How are we going to do that? Obviously, it is a process. It is not an event. An event is something that can change like that. But a process happens over time. So the process of coming from automated mode to manual mode is life-changing. But it's pretty simple. For example, you are a righty. You write from your right hand. Your right hand is your dominant hand. But then you have to change to writing from your left hand. That is obviously not going to be easy. This is automated. Using your right hand is automated in your head. You don't have to think while writing. But if you have to start writing from your left hand, you have to consciously think to write each alphabet. That is how this process is of changing your mindset from default mode to direct mode. You have to teach yourself. And when you do that, it's life-changing. Believe me, oh my beautiful people, it is life-changing. Now, for example, the way we are going to understand the process of changing this mindset is by asking 3 questions. The first question is, what is my limiting belief? Now, by limiting belief, I mean all your negative thoughts. I may not succeed. No, I'm not that good looking. I won't be able to do this. I won't be able to do that. People don't like me. These are your limiting beliefs. So the first question is you identify what your limiting beliefs are. Second question, you analyze how did this limiting belief happen in your life? Like, how are you having this negative thought? What happened in your past? What happened in your life that made you come to have this negative thought? For example, you think that people don't like me. That is your limiting belief. That is your negative thought. Because of that, you are not able to function in your life. Why did that happen? Why are you having the negative thought? Maybe some setback in your life. Maybe a breakup that affected you gravely, or your parents or your friends, relatives, somebody commented something and that has affected you, and that is why you have this negative thought. Could be, right? So think that. Third question, how are you going to evolve out of this? How is this thought affecting your present, and what is it going to cost you in your future? You ask these 3 questions and you know what is blocking you from you having a positive mind. For example, if you are saying people don't like me, that is your limiting belief, why don't you change it to say the right people love me? If your negative thought is I'm too old, I cannot succeed, I'm too old, I can't be doing all this, change it to I have so much experience, I can definitely succeed. If your negative thought is I'm too young, I can't do all this, change it to I have so much time, I can definitely learn and become successful. That is how you change your mindset from a negative default mode, automated mode, to a positive direct mode. Now I am reminded of telling you a story. So to understand this change of mindset, there was once a painting competition which had a big prize for the winner. And the topic was simple: peace. There was this beautiful painting which everybody thought will definitely win the competition, because there was this beautiful pond drawn in the painting, and there was this family of ducks around, and a beautiful snow-capped mountain in the backdrop, and fluffy clouds in the sky where the sun is slowly peeping out and the sunshine coming all over, the green trees in front of the mountain. So it was a very beautiful scene to see itself. Like, one would feel peaceful looking at this painting. When the winner was announced, it was not this painting. Instead, it was a painting that was the opposite of peace. It was looking so scared. There was a volcanic mountain behind with ashes, coming out of it, and burnt trees and washing water just gushing out of a fountain. Everyone was shocked. Everyone were wondering, how did this painting win? The judge comes on to the stage and says, you are saying all of this, dark mountain and trees and all of that, burnt trees and all of that. But notice that next to that gushing water, there's a crack in the mountain, and there's a tree growing out of it, and there's a nest there. And in that nest is a baby mother feeding, is a bird, a mother bird feeding its baby birds. That is what peace is. It is not about how you feel when everything is okay, but it is about how you feel when everything is not okay. That is how you set your mindset. And when we are talking about mindset here, I am bound to talk about this player who has stolen all of our hearts. It was in 2011 that India won the Cricket World Cup after almost 30 years. And when the man of the match was announced, we all knew why that happened, how India won World Cup. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who recently retired, of course, and all our hearts are still crying and not able to believe that he will no more be seen in cricket. Let us understand why I'm referring to him when I'm talking about mindset. Every time he used to be playing, last over, 1 ball, 6 runs to make. The entire stadium the audience are biting their nails. I would be standing in front of the television wondering what was going to happen. The other team will already start rejoicing their win. Everybody is like, we don't know what's going to happen. And then this player walks in, swinging his Reebok bat with a straight face, not giving out any pointers of what is going to happen. Cool and calm, just comes, hits a 6, makes the team win. And this has happened so many times. And that is why he is called as Captain Cool. Because of the cool and calm personality of his. A person who was working in a railway station went on to become the captain of Team India, who made Team India win the World Cup. And why is he called as Captain Cool? Because of his positive mindset. Now that MSD has retired, let us remember his Captain Coolness, his positive mindset that he had. And let us all move from autopilot mode to manual mode.